Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode of Roll With It. Another Wednesday episode. Promise this isn't going to be a normal thing for us, but we are here, we are live, all for your entertainment and such. But let's go ahead and
never
hop
normal.
in.
We're never normal.
No. I don't even know what that looks like, really. But we'll go ahead and hop into this week's episode. And with a quick recap, so last time we got together, the group was attending the Adventurers Gala. There were contacts made, some conversations with familiar faces, some panic set in for certain party members, then certain party members being left behind, followed by some interesting shenanigans at the pit. For some first and second time fighters there. And after all said and done, the group is back together at the Outlanders Inn, getting ready to retire for the evening after discussing the events at the pit and some loose plans for their downtime coming up. So we'll kind of speed through a little bit of that, or at least do a brief overcap of what's happening, since you guys are doing downtime basically until Rith gets his wonderful hammer back. His baby. He has to be without it. So
yeah, you can't say taste hammer without a hammer.
Nope. So we'll go ahead and was there anything else you guys were wanting to discuss on the rest of this evening? Since you guys have talked about the pit, and you guys talked about potentially looking for additional recruits or the training of Shelby should she come by. So, anything else?
Don't think I had anything else.
Who's going to be setting up the interview with
I will.
Shelby's friend?
I will. I already know her, so.
Oh, okay.
Way I can apologize in person, too, before she comes. On behalf of us.
All right, well, good night.
Yep. It's bedtime.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and go forward to the next day, and we'll just kind of go over whatever you guys want to accomplish over the next approximately 10 days of game time while you're waiting for Rith and his hammer. So, Rowan, you had talked to Iglar at the party. So I guess we'll start with that, since you wanted to talk to him, and he was waiting to look at his calendar to see if he knew when Darko was coming back in. So he'll come by the inn the following day, provided you're there.
Yeah.
Okay. And he'll come in, greet you, and say, I don't have any, well, I guess good and bad news, whichever you would like first.
You know, hit me with the bad news first, because it's always nice to end on a good note, you know?
Sure. Well, the bad news kind of plays into the good news, so I'm glad you chose that way. Otherwise, the bad news would have been unnecessary. I'm rambling again. I'm sorry. I checked my calendar and did not have anything set up with Darko coming in in the near future. I did decide to reach out to him, though, since we have means of communicating with each other. And he did let me know that he was coming to town in about 6 days.
Perfect.
So I presume, since I've reached out to him, and well, I did let him know that had someone who may want to talk to him, and as soon as he comes in, he's going to stop by the winery, and I can either let you know or send him your way.
Either works.
Okay. Well, if you want to come by on the afternoon of the 22nd, he should be. I believe he was coming by at that point.
Okay. I can do that.
All right. So I will look forward to seeing you then.
I appreciate your help.
Of course. Hope whenever you might be able, well, whatever help you may need, I hope he's able to help out as well. So he'll look at the rest of you and say, good day, everybody. If you need anything, let me know. I'll be back up at the winery today. He'll turn around and leave.
Before he
So-
leaves,
Oh,
and I don't know that we had finished our discussion on the quarters.
I was talking with the architect to determine if what we could do with it. He's still drafting up some plans for me,
Okay,
but I don't have anything as of yet.
because I'm sure we could, of course, help with the tearing down if we need to tear it down.
Well, that building would likely come down regardless. So if you feel so inclined, have at it. Now, I mean, I guess you didn't really tell me. Do you know how many potential rooms on the inside you're looking for? I know that there's 5 of you presently. But did you have an idea?
If we could impose, say, 7, 8.
7 or 8 rooms? Is that including just like a basic greeting area or an office area?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I had told him at least 6 or 7, so I'll pass that on and see what we can come up with.
Appreciate it.
Very well. Everything else going okay? Accommodations? He kind of looks back at the bar area and sees it mostly empty. You guys doing okay on kitchen area back there too?
Been here much lately. We've been out on the road, so we haven't really stocked up because we were afraid that it might not last if we
Oh, well, fair enough.
got
I mean,
anything
there are
perishable.
plenty of good options inside the city as well. So,
We
I
like
do
taking
have a salted ham and some jerky going back there.
oh, excellent. Those are fantastic, whether or not you're traveling or just eating. So, well,
Did-
good to hear.
Did we hang up the trophies yet? Like the mounts?
Don't think so.
Oh, well, we've got those over there too. I'll point on the floor or wherever they're sitting.
I don't know. Did you take them, Kerr? Because or Kelnoran
Yeah.
had them originally. So, are they in his room or are they
Oh,
out and about?
No, they were meant for like a trophy for display, so they're
Right,
probably
okay.
sitting out.
They're just sitting. Okay.
Probably
Get
like
back.
sitting on the bar.
Ah, okay. Yes. I did notice those when I came in. Chimera?
Yes. It's
Very nice.
what's being turned into jerky.
Oh. Well, some the monstrous creatures tend to have a interesting flavor to the meat. Sometimes they're a bit spicy, I guess. Right. I'm not sure what causes it to be that way, but that's my experience anyhow.
Now I'm super excited. I'm going to walk back into the kitchen.
Okay. Well, if there's anything else, you know where to find me.
Sounds good.
He will take his leave. So, all right. So, Rowan, you have a meeting on the 22nd.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just going from the bottom, loop my way up. So, Kelnoran, what did you want to do? I know you gave me some stuff, so.
Yeah, I was pulling it up since it's extensive. I Shelby's not supposed to come today, right? Like, not determined
Yes.
when she's showing.
Yeah, he just didn't give. She didn't. She just indicated she would be thinking about it and stop by.
Uh, I will start a potion and then head out to one of the farms.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna go check on the families we've rescued. Anyone want to come with?
I'll come.
Cool. We can try the jerky on the way.
Good.
Now he's just gonna go everywhere for jerky.
It's like Scooby snacks.
Don't knock him.
All right, guys. I got wrist pocket jerky with me. He's definitely coming along.
Pocket bacon, pocket jerky.
That's right.
Whatever you need, I guess. All right. So, yeah. Got it. So, which farm? So there were two families that you guys rescued.
Right. I'm
The Doi farm, which was a dairy farm,
okay.
and then the Winterthorn farm, which was an apple orchard.
Which one's closer?
The Winterthorn farm. It's about 5 miles out from the city.
Right. And that's where I'll start our walk in.
Okay. I can't write. Don't know what I'm doing here with my life.
Don't either. So.
All right. So Winterthorn Farm. This is one that you've already done your ritual on.
Okay.
I should say. Well, I think all
Bless
three
you.
of them. You've done 3 of them. So, yeah, 3 rituals. I think so.
Yeah, because I did one or Kerr did one while I wasn't here once.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. So, all right. So first one you go to the Winterthorn Farm, apple orchard. The individuals you saved out of this one were the mother Matilda and the daughter Tina. This was the one family where you actually recovered both individuals that were taken. But all right. So you make your way up there. What would you like to do?
Is anyone out in the orchard?
Given the time of year, there would be some like last trees that they're harvesting at this point. So, yeah, you see some people out there.
Right. I'm gonna go talk to them. And it's going to be awkward.
Excellent. And you brought Rith along with you. This will be
Yep.
even better. Like it. All right. So there are two women that you notice out picking apples at this point. Both of them appear to be adults. Neither one you recognize. So,
Okay.
or at least they're not the person that you rescued from the goblins, anyhow. So
Hello.
they'll see you come in. It's like, oh, hi. It's good to see you two again. Are you looking for the master or the Mr. and Mrs. of the house?
Yeah, I was just coming to see how things were going. Like how was the harvest?
Things have been okay. We had to assess some of the trees that got damaged when they came through. A few of them got burned. So we had to take a couple down, unfortunately, but we were able to. We're getting ready to take some saplings from some of the other trees in order to replant, but probably be at least a few years before they're replaced. But all in all, it seems like everything is not that bad.
Okay. Does it look like the ritual I performed has had any impact? I guess
How
I
long
look
does the
around.
ritual take for that one?
8 hours to do.
8 hours to cast, but is it so? It's good for basically like good fortunes for the next
Year.
year, right? Okay. So I mean, you cast in the area. I mean, the area around, as far as well, make just like make a perception check.
Oh, don't. 12.
Okay. Um, you think the trees might look a little? They still appear to be rather like full of leaves. They're kind of turning colors at this point. It's a little bit late in the season, you think, but they still appear to be pretty vibrant. Hard to tell if the trees are any different than the last time you were here, aside from just still being rather colorful. But I mean, the grass and the land around it looks pretty lush at the moment.
Okay. I'll look at it and be like, it must be timing. No context. All
Look
right.
around.
Uh, I I'm going to go. I'm going to go talk to the. Yeah, I'm just going to head towards the farmhouse.
Okay. They're like, okay. Good to see you again.
Bye.
Walk. Just after.
This is weirder than I thought it would be, man. All right, and I'll knock.
All right. Eventually, you'll see the door opens and appears to be the father of the family. Opens the door. He's like, "Hello. Oh, hi. You got. Good to see you.
You as well.
What? Oh, come in. Come
Yes.
in.
Yep.
I,
I brought jerky.
oh, thank you.
I don't know how we resisted eating it till now, but I'll share.
Okay.
And I'll divide it in half and give half of it to Rith, and then I'll divide it in half again and give the other.
Okay. Say, well, thank you. I'll put this in the kitchen.
I'll eat it.
Okay.
Told it's spicy. And just watch for Rith's reaction.
You just eat it, Rith?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's got like this tanginess to it. I mean, it's like if you had a piece of meat that was seasoned with like almost some pretty rare spices. So it's got a good flavor. A little bit gamey, kind of as far as quality of the meat, but not overly like stringy or dry or anything like that. Aside from being jerky, but yeah, it's kind of got a little spicy tanginess to it. Not
Good
like hot,
stuff.
but
Could go with the spicy meat I had at the party.
Oh, spicy meat. That's great.
Rith doesn't even connect two and two
No,
together, so
that was great.
he'll say, "Yep," and finish eating.
Well, it's made of shimra. Should be good.
I'm not familiar with that. But I mean, if your companion seems to enjoy it, I'm sure it'll be quite good. Sorry, I just had breakfast not too long ago, so
Oh, no, it's okay.
I'll probably take some out with me when I go out into the field later. Well, I mean, if you want to come in and sit down, I mean, be more than happy to.
Sure. I don't think this will be long, but sure.
Okay. And he'll call and be like, Matilda! And a few moments later, you'll see the mother come down and see you, and she'll, oh, hi! And she will come up to you, Kerr, and just like come up front and just like give you a motherly style hug.
Oh,
And
I
just,
kind of.
yeah.
Yeah.
She'll walk over towards you two, Rith, and like extend like she is if it's okay. She'll give you a hug. Like, it's good to see you guys again. Where's the rest of your
Oh,
group?
Errands about town.
Oh, okay. Did you just come for a visit, or?
Yes, I just wanted to check on you, see how everything is going.
It's going well. After you came by, we had a fairly good harvest this year. Had to do a little bit more to maintain some of the grass around here, but it's fine. The goats have been happy.
That's good.
So, but yeah, the harvest was fantastic this year. The apples appeared to be a little bit more large, juicier than normal, but so I'm not sure what you did, but thank you.
It just asked them to grow.
thought of that.
But-
Didn't know that would work.
Well, I did it for 8 hours while singing, getting intoxicated, making deals with all the different plant life, some dancing.
Okay. I think I've heard of some people doing that in the woods not too far from here.
Really?
Some kind of, well, I mean um they've been a little bit they've been troublesome in the past to some of the farmers around here, just from them clearing trees or clearing some land for pasture. But sometimes they would talk about the fact that they would maybe sometimes hear some people either singing or chanting in the woods. Not sure if that's the same thing, but
I don't know. Did they have like a general area? I might go check it out.
I think they're a little bit to the northeast of here, I think. It's the last part I heard.
Okay. How is Tina?
She's good. She's good. She's been spending a little bit more time at the Doi farm recently to um help their little girl out. They've become better friends, I think, over time. So she's she still deals with a little bit sometimes when she goes to sleep, but I think in time she'll be okay.
It's understandable. It takes time to.
Yeah, it was an experience I'd prefer to not repeat, but or wish on anybody else. But thankfully, you and yours came along and dealt with it.
Yes.
So for that, we are always grateful.
I'm happy we could help somebody from
Same.
it. If you need anything, there's an inn at the south end of Arabelle. You can find me there, or us if it's a need all of us situation, I guess.
Father will look. Oh, that's it's more than generous of you. I mean, you've already done more than enough for our family, but thank you. You said south part of Arabelle?
Just through that southern gate.
Oh, outside the city?
Yes, like just the other side of it.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, if anything ever comes up where we would need your assistance, we'll definitely reach out to you guys.
No, no task is too minor. If it's on like an 8-foot shelf, I'll happily grab it.
Well, we appreciate that. Thank you. And like I said, if you ever need anything when you're passing by, feel free to stop in. We'll help in any way we can. I mean, it's the least we could do to repay what you've done for us.
I'll be walking this road more often, so I might. Uh, that's all I really want to do. See how you're going. Check on the farm and the two ladies.
Yeah, the farm is doing well. Like she said, our harvest went pretty well this year. I'm eager to see what next year looks like. So,
It should be similar.
well, fantastic. I would. Uh, I mean, if we see an increase in our harvest, I'd be happy to give you a portion.
I don't need it. Thank you, though.
All right. Well, like I said, if there's anything you need, feel free to stop by. Our door will always be open to you. And yours.
Well, thank you. Riz, anything you want to do here? Otherwise, we've got some distance to go to the Doy farm.
Just here to help you.
Thank you. Right. I guess we'll be setting off then.
All right. Well, uh, I don't know if you're interested necessarily, but we had some sausage links that were left over from breakfast that we're just gonna toss out for the animals. If you're interested.
Yes.
Sure.
All right. So he'll bring them out there on like a wooden plate. It's like 4 of them there. Not too big. I mean, they're just like breakfast sausage links for the most part. Little bit bigger than what we have, of course, but yeah. So, like, feel free to take them.
I'll grab one and stuff it right in my pocket.
Okay.
Pocket
Grab
sausage.
with the rest and
Okay.
eat some.
All right. All right. So, you guys head out again?
Yep.
All right. And then you're heading up to the Doy farm, you said?
Yeah. Are we gonna pass any of the ones where we couldn't save anybody?
The Yalv farm, which was one, was kind of northeastish. As was the Jassy farm. The Urtosh farm was a couple miles further north than the Doy farm.
Okie doke.
The Yuan farm, which was the other one that had, like, they just had a survivor that was a boy. The rest of the family didn't make it. That was actually to the east of the city, so it was kind of the only one that was in a different direction.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you went off the road, you could probably go, like, take a northeast path and then cut back to the west to the Doy farm. If you wanted to hit the other two where...
Well, yeah, just to see how the area is going.
Okay. All right. So you guys can go ahead and... All right. So you head northeast, and the Yalv farm is the first one that you come across. It was a farm that grew hops and wheat for some of the beers that are created in Arabelle or brewed there. So This one, most of the fields here were actually burned. There appears to be a few that might have survived, but very patches of them anyhow. So doesn't look like anything has happened here, but there's only charred remains of the building that were there. So
Okay. I'll keep us moving on.
okay. So this one, you continue on. The Jassy Farm's not too far away. Maybe another mile or so. And this one, most of the buildings appear to still be intact. It was mainly a turkey and chicken farm, so it did poultry mostly. And there were no survivors of the people or the animals, mainly, so you can still see in the time frame you've been gone. I mean, there's still probably a few little bits of the decayed remains of some of the animals around, but the bigger turkeys anyhow. But looks like everything else has probably been picked by scavengers from the area for the most part. Bones here and there, but
Right.
there is at least one turkey barn that's still standing, and then there's a couple of chicken coops and what looks to be like a house with a smaller house that wasn't too far away. Some damage to them, but they're still standing.
Does it look like there's anyone having been taking advantage of the house?
Do a perception check.
8.
Hard to tell. Doesn't look like it, but maybe.
Okay. Kind of what I expected. All right, let's keep on going.
All right. So, a couple miles kind of to the northwest to get to the Doi farm. Kind of come in from the backside of it, considering you're not on the road anymore, but you do make it that way, and this one said it's more of a dairy farm, so
Right.
you do see some cows out in the pasture right now.
I'll wave.
Okay. They just keep chewing.
Nothing? Nothing for nothing, Riz? Thank you.
It's not Lilith.
Nope.
Great. Walking on
And
past.
I'm gonna roll to see even if I'm paying attention to you. Oh,
Yeah.
apparently I am. Just don't care.
I'm not gonna make a joke. He's just waving at cows. I mean, that's a Kelnoran thing, right?
Talks to a lot of things
That's
that are
right.
strange and different. All I know is he's not drinking.
But you're thinking about spice mead.
I did.
All right. So you are at the Doi farm. Are you heading up to the door there too, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So make your way up. Knock on the door. The father comes to the door and opens it. Uh, oh, good afternoon.
Howdy.
Oh, this is a surprise. Come on in. We're just getting ready for lunch. We might have a little bit extra if you're hungry.
I had a berry for breakfast.
All right.
Thank you, Bill.
How about you?
Happy to join in a meal.
Of course, you're welcome. Come on in. He'll let you come through the door, shut it, and then just kind of walk towards the dining room area that they have there. And hey, Tess, why don't you go ahead and set out an extra plate? We have a couple guests here that came by, and she'll look up. And oh, hello again. It's good to see you.
You as well.
Is there anything we can do for you? Just coming by for a
Just-
visit?
Just checking on you.
Oh, that's mighty nice of you. Thank you. Please sit down.
Sure.
So she'll motion to like a bench that's along the side of this big family table that they have there.
Try to find like a spot that doesn't turn it into a lever for whoever's on the other end of it.
It's mainly the spot that's set there for you and Rith. So,
Okay.
and I think Rith outweighs you possibly, or it's close.
Pretty close, probably.
Yeah.
With and Curse kind of emaciated, not healthy looking.
I was gonna say he's like under 300 pounds, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, you might weigh more than me still, but mine's more muscly.
yeah. So you guys will balance each other out fairly well. But she'll say, well, we're just sitting down to eat here. I made a stew. Would you like anything?
I'm okay. Thank
I'll
you.
look at him.
Hmm?
You should eat.
I had a berry.
More than berry. Need more substance.
You look like you could use some extra meat on your bones. So I'm gonna get you a bowl too. I made some bread today too. So it'd make me very happy if you'd partake.
Oh, sure.
Thank you. And she will go to the little kitchen area they have set up on the opposite side of their dining room, get a couple bowls, a couple slices of bread, and she brings it back over. And as soon as you touch the bread, it's still a little bit warm. So she's like, so what brings you by?
Just checking on you.
Well,
The farm. What was it? Is Arnold?
Arnhold is the father, yeah.
That's what is the son. It's Joel?
Well, our Caden is our son. Joel is one of
Right.
our farmhands out there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was asking the DM.
Oh yeah, no. Caden is the son. Joel is one of the farmhands,
Okay.
as well as Sylvester and Marl were the other two farmhands.
I had a bunch of names. I was like, I don't know which one's the kid.
And Anna was the girl, or Isolda was her name, but they call her Anna. And then the grandfather is the one that didn't make it from this family,
Right.
and you never found his body. So
Sorry.
Yep. Arnhold was the father. Tess is the mother. And then there was also a grandmother named Edith.
I have them distinguished now.
Okay. It's a long time ago. So, but yes, Tess and Arnhold are the two that are in here with you right now.
Oh, came to see how everyone was doing.
We're getting by day by day. Anna's Anna still has some rough days, but the Winterthorn girl comes by and she's been a big help. But she doesn't go outside as much as she used to. I think with enough time, she'll be okay.
How old was Anna again? Like, she was young still, right?
Yeah, she was, you think, in between like maybe 8 and 10.
Oh,
So, young.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're getting better, I think.
It can be difficult to move past traumas. So if they need anything, you need anything. Uh, there's a inn just at the south end of Arabelle, just past the gate. You can find me there.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, we're just trying not to push her too quick, but it's we try to just remind her that there are good people out there like your group that are there to help others, and that the bad things that took her can't do it again. So we're more appreciative than you could know. So as we said before, if there's anything you ever need when you're coming by, please feel free to stop.
Of course.
And Arnold will look at you, Rith, and say, the wheel of cheese we gave you last time, how did you enjoy that?"
good.
Good. If you wish to take any more with you this time for you and the rest of your group, feel free. We also have some cream if you wanted to take any of that with you, or anything else that we can do to help.
Sure. Pay for it, though.
Well, I mean, it's not necessary. If you want to, that's fine. But it is well, take at least the cheese as a gift, please.
I agree with the paying for it. It's, for the cheese. Yeah.
Very well. Very well. Well, that's. How much would you like to take with you?
2 wheels.
Very good.
Mhm.
Oh. And did you want any bottles of cream to take with you as well?
Sure. We'll pay for that though.
If you insist, he will. I'll go grab it, Tess, and he will head out to grab the stuff. But she'll look. And how's the stew and the bread?
I'm just kind of sitting there like holding it. They haven't touched it.
Kind of keeps looking at you.
I really can't. The one berry was magic. I'll add to the decoration, and you don't want that. If I eat this,
Kind of looks at you odd.
it's a one meal thing. Keeps you full and hearty and energetic for a day.
Very well. At least take the bread with you. It will keep at least for a little while, and you can snack on it.
Sure.
So, Rith, there's an extra bowl of stew on the table.
Yeah, I'll eat it.
All right.
I'm not gonna let it go to waste.
I mean, these aren't like large bowls,
Yeah.
so I mean, eating 2 bowls with what Rith will normally eat, probably not uncommon. So, all right. Anything else the two of you wish to do there?
No.
No, I'll make sure I put the cheese out when we get back, though.
Okay. So, the cost of everything will be about 3 gold pieces. So,
I'll cover it.
I'll say so.
That's good because Rith was just being kind. He actually would take it for free.
All right.
Do you think you can manage to hold on to the stuff?
Yeah, I'll put the cheese. I don't think it'll fit in my bag of holding, but the cream will.
Because if you want a quicker way back to town, I can shift.
No, I'll just wrap it up and carry it.
Okay.
I mean, it's a cheese wheel, so I mean, it is wrapped in like wax.
Yeah, I
paper,
mean,
so-
I'll like put a rope around it so it's
Okay.
easier to carry together.
Okay. All right. Any other places you want to stop by?
Nope, that was all I wanted to do on the checking on farms thing.
Okay. So you guys will get back, and it'll be getting close to 4 or 5 p.m. at night at that point. So with the round trip being about 20 miles or so that you did for the day.
And,
So
okay.
the Doi farm was about 10 miles north of the city. So, but full day travel. So, Lilith, anything you wanted to do?
I'm headed to El Hazir's.
Okay.
Check up on my. See if he's come up with any ideas for the pouch I suggested.
Okay. So go and talk to him. He has not, as of right now. His time's been a little bit preoccupied with a lot of what he and his enchanters have been working on. So there's a project they've been tasked with that they have to work on. So he hasn't had a whole lot of extra time recently to conduct his own research yet. He has been keeping an ear out for any kind of, because I think you told him about magical weapons you were looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I've been keeping an eye out or an ear out for it. Haven't had anything come in recently, but I did get a message that a group that I'm familiar with is planning on passing by that might have. We said they have some things I might be interested in. So if they have anything that fits what you're looking for, I would certainly contact you.
Sounds good.
So, anything else?
Nope, that'll be it. I appreciate you.
And you notice, I mean, he looks a little bit more tired than normal. Not quite as energetic when he greets you, but puts a smile on when you're leaving. He says, "All right, well, I should hear
Is
from
there
them.
anything we can do to help you?
Not unless you're proficient at enchanting items.
Not yet.
Well, if you happen to acquire such a skill, let me know. There's sometimes some decent coin in it. Sometimes not,
Mm.
but most of the time. So, thank you.
All right. And I'll leave, and I'll head over. Let's see, what was her name? The Elgas.
Oh, Ilga. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Heading towards Ilga's home and
Yes.
knock on her door.
Yes.
She will open it. Oh, yes. Hi. Shelby said you should be coming by. I was a little bit worried there for a bit, but um, uh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Come in.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I have to start out with an apology from us. Um, we hadn't planned on leaving so soon. When I talked to you previously. Um, but we would like to still move forward with what I had been talking about, having you come and basically cook a meal for us, and you just give us a list of what you would need for this, and we will take care of it.
She gets up pretty quickly and goes like over to where she has like this little bureau set up and like pulls a piece of parchment off. She's like, well, I had put together a list
Oh,
last time, just to be prepared. So most everything should just be found in the market to the west of here, the big one, just inside
okay.
the east gate over there, and not too much. It's a simple meal, but I think it's got a good taste of home to it. That's the way I guess I would describe it.
That's something we are looking for.
Yeah. And I get it. I mean, Shelby's told me. I mean, that's from the stories she shared. It sounds like it's just the adventurer's life.
It is. We move quite quickly, and sometimes, I mean, we're in one day and then out the next. That's how it's
Well,
been for the past month.
um,
Um, so I mean, there may be times that we may be gone for a 10-day. But, when we get back, here we are, and we always like to eat. So,
me too. But yeah. When did you want me to come by?
how about, I don't know the plans of the others. How about I take this list? Um, I'll take it back. We'll talk and make sure that we're all going to be there. Because we're planning on staying in town for a few days at least. Um, so that way we can uh, get a little downtime and get some rest in. And
Oh,
then I'll come and let you know. Say, hey, I'll come in the morning, so that way you'll have time to prepare if you. Um, and then we'll have you for say dinner.
okay. Yeah. I mean, the meal should takes probably about an hour or so to prepare.
Okay.
But
But I'll let you know in that morning, and then we'll have the food sent to the inn.
Okay.
So that way we can see what you have.
Well, I look forward to the opportunity. So, well, if there's anything else you need from me, or anything else I should bring, just let me know.
Okay.
I've got I have some cooking utensils here that I use a lot. I don't know if
Those
you...
would be a good idea.
Okay.
Because we don't really have much.
All right. Well, I guess if we move forward, we can talk about the
Almost
arrangements
definitely.
of the kitchen.
We'll get you what you need.
Okay, great. Well, I look forward to it. Thank you again for coming by.
And then is there sort of a, say, a little nightstand or a little table or something, all like on my way back to the door?
She's got what would almost be like a taller shoe rack type thing by the door that's looks like it has like a little tabletop on it.
What I'm looking to do is like sneak like 5 gold over onto
Okay.
this.
All right. Just do a sleight of hand. There's like
Yeah.
yeah, it looks like she has almost like a what would be like a coat if she was going to go out that's hanging there too.
There we go. In a pocket.
Okay. Go ahead and do a sleight of hand check.
13.
Okay. As you do it, you don't hear anything behind you to indicate that she's noticed, but you're able to slide it in and make your way out the door.
And I think that's about all for today.
Okay. Kovac, nothing for you, right? You said for him?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
He's good.
All right. So, over the next few days, what would you guys like to do?
So, I know since we're here in town and we're kind of taking a break, but I'm still curious about the house we never checked out for the furniture maker to see if there's any clues on how to find Rebecca.
Why you want to do that? No one's heard from Rebecca.
I know, but that's why. That sounds like a problem that we still might need to take care of.
I don't want to find Rebecca. I want her to stay gone.
Because if she's still out there, she could be doing that to more people. Any thoughts?
I have other plans, so.
I just didn't want to go without talking to you guys first. I mean, I'll go by myself. That's not a problem. Because I should be able to get in.
I'll go with. I'll look out for you.
Okay.
It worked so well last time.
Yeah.
I think that was you and Rith, wasn't it? Like
Us three.
well, I think it was just Rith and Kovac the first time.
Is that not where you broke my tools?
That was a separate time, I think, because it
That was the second time. Yeah.
it was you and Rith that were looking for the place, and you rolled like ridiculously high.
Oh yeah.
But then
And-
decided to not go in.
Right, because Rith was going to just break down the door, but you noticed that there were guards like coming down the street towards you, so you stopped it. And then yes, went back with Lilith another time, and that's one
And
of the
broke your
ones where she
tools.
broke
Yeah.
the tools. Yeah.
I have
Or
new
broke-
tools though.
Broke hers and then damaged yours, maybe?
Something like that, yeah.
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 So. All right. So you want to head over towards Palin's home? Where are you
I-
going?
Think we should probably wait until after dusk. Just to be on the safe side.
Okay. All right. So you guys wait until evening or
Yeah.
nighttime, basically. All right.
Have a little cover of darkness to kind of work in.
Okay. So you guys make your way there in the evening. If no one else has anything else they want to talk about with them during the night there. So, all right.
Well,
yeah.
We had worked out that like I can only do like one potion a day now, like for 8 hours or something like that.
It takes 8 hours for it to make one, yeah. So, I mean, technically, you'd have to you'll need more materials, but you have some to get one going.
I'll start another one and then go out and find some materials that are nearby.
During your evening time? After you get back from the farm?
Yeah.
Or is this the next day?
After the farm.
After the farm? Okay. All right. Go ahead and give me a survival check as you're searching around.
Okay. 23.
23. Okay. So you can locate enough materials to potentially brew at least, you think, 3 more potions. So.
Cool.
Are you looking for any of the other materials you meant that you'd told me about too, or just the potion ones right now?
Just the potion ones right now.
Okay.
Right. I looked up the other ones. They're kind of like easy to find stuff.
All right. So
before we head out too, I want to say something to everybody about Elga and what I talked to her about, and try to plan a day. That way we can have her come for dinner. Anyone have any objections to tomorrow night?
No.
Okay. She gave me a list of stuff that she would need. So I'll go in the morning and make sure it's all here. She's going to bring her cooking utensils and everything, and she's going to make us a dinner. She said it'd take about an hour for her to do. So we should have a nice dinner tomorrow night.
Oh, that
Sounds good.
We can see how it works.
She is aware that it's more than just cooking too, right?
Oh, that I figure that's something to discuss once we taste her cooking.
Oh,
She should know what she's applying for.
Well, this is part of the interview. That way we can sit over a nice dinner and talk to her and see what she wants.
Okay. What if all she wants to do is the cooking,
Well,
not the like secretary thing or cleaning thing?
Well, Shelby did say that she did cleaning for sure. I do know that much. But we could talk to her about the secretary part too and see if she's good with that and tell her that's part of the job what we're hiring for and let it go there.
Oh, okay. Have you two eaten before you head out?
I'll pull the wheel cheese. There. Cream out.
Oh.
Gifts.
From who?
Yeah.
Well, from the Joy Farm.
And how are they?
Good. The kid's still traumatized. I'm not the best person to give advice on how to get over that type of stuff. So I
Me either.
don't know how to help.
I mean, are any of us really the best?
It's that's a pretty good point.
No,
Okay.
no, probably
So
not. You
I'll
should. The
go
cheese is
ahead.
a bit big. I have some jerky for you and a sausage, and I'll just kind of set them out. Pick some lint off the sausage.
Thank you.
I'll like grab a piece of jerky and put it in a pocket. I'll take care of this. Just in case.
Then like
Thanks.
toss it as soon as you walk out the front door, aren't you?
No.
Gonna wait till he gets in town.
I mean, it's fine. You took some. That's all that matters.
There may be a dog, so
Distraction. You should take the sausage too.
I don't want to touch that.
Why?
Feel good. Got it today.
I will take some of all of it.
Thank you. Thank you, though. Okay, we'll head out.
No. Breaking and entering on an empty stomach.
I heard you should wait like at least an hour after eating to do that or something.
Sounds right.
It'll take us a little bit to get there, I think.
Have fun.
We will. And we'll leave.
I'll go to the pit. I'll look at Kalnoran before I go and say, "Good day."
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
If go out again, happy to help.
I might. Not anytime soon, though.
Okay. I turn around and walk out.
Hey, buddy, it's just us. Look at that.
It is. We don't get a chance to just hang out too much
I
anymore.
play ulterior motives.
Yeah, What are you doing tomorrow?
Brewing potion. Maybe grabbing a few spell components. That's it.
Mind if I wait in the city or
Oh yeah.
okay?
Yeah, I don't need to go out in the woods or anything.
Well, I mean, I was just making sure because sometimes you go out there, sometimes you know.
Right.
So, what if I tagged along and then I talked you into helping me with something tomorrow?
No need to talk me into it. What do you need?
I gotta look some stuff up.
To the library?
For starters.
Well, you can lead the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, bright and early. Well, whenever they open.
Yeah, they don't do bright and early.
Early. Just not bright.
Yep.
Okay.
We have a bucket. You know?
Looks for bucket.
Okay. Make. Well, for one, go if you want to know if you have a bucket, go ahead and do it like an intelligence check there, Rowan.
Oh, nice. My favorite.
Yeah, I know. You don't remember seeing one,
I don't
but you
remember
can certainly
seeing
go ahead
one.
and look around.
I'm gonna look around.
All right,
You don't need to search.
go ahead and do it. Are you? How far? What? How much of the place do you want to search?
Everywhere.
All right, go ahead and give me 2 investigation checks. Okay.
I will assist on the second one.
Oh.
All right. So you search around the area that we consider like the bar, go behind there, and you see that there's like an office kind of area back there that still has a desk in it. Don't really notice anything. Then you go back into the kitchen. You do notice that there's like a cauldron in there that would be used for like food, like not too big of one, just kind of a smaller size cauldron. But there does appear to be a couple of buckets, 2 metal pails, so to speak, that probably had something in them at some point. Right now they have cobwebs. Doesn't look like they've been used in a while.
Good news, I found 2.
Cool. We only need one.
Which one do you want?
That one on the right there.
Right here.
Cool. Do you know where the nearest well is?
I didn't even know if we had a bucket.
Good answer. So we'll look tomorrow. And I have something I'd like to do for Lilith.
Lean down here.
I'll lean in.
I feel his forehead.
Yeah, he's fine.
Oh, all right. I thought maybe you were sick.
No, it's either fill it and like put it on top of the door, or warm water and like dip her hand in it.
Greater or lesser restoration. Just to make sure.
You are restored, Kilnoran. Feel about the same. Yeah. Feel about the same.
All right, just making sure. Never be too safe.
So you think it's a bad idea?
No, it's a great idea.
Okay. Now, giggle and walk into my room.
All right. So now we have Kovac and Lilith. You guys wait until sun goes down, roughly until it gets nighttime. So probably a little after 8, 9-ish or so. Make your way along the central road, take east towards the actual east gate, and then follow your way along the east wall until you find the house that you're looking for. There are some lamps on the street, but this one's not necessarily like directly in between two of them, but it's set for far enough away back from the street that you get a little bit of shadow in some of the recesses there. But when you get there, on the door there is a sign, or at least like a notice that says property of the crown, do not enter.
Wonder when that happened.
It's been a while since we've been here.
That's true. Okay. I'll try to open the door.
Okay.
I'm going to go across the street.
Towards the wall, like go over towards the wall that's there, or I guess.
Oh, is it on? Yes. Where exactly are we here?
It's number 5 up here.
Number 5. Okay. Okay.
So it's kind of on the edge there. I mean, there are some buildings that kind of go on little side streets. I think you could go across to.
Okay. Yeah. Oh. Well, is that a residence as well?
It looks like it might be like a business / residence, possibly. I mean, a lot of the buildings in this area serve a lot of dual purposes for people.
Okay.
Some of them are multi-level places, but I mean, there are some lights on the inside, but
I guess I'll hang out at that brown building down toward the front on the
okay.
if there's a sidewalk there.
Yeah.
Gonna hang out there.
Okay. Just, are you keeping an eye out for anything, or just watching?
Yeah, keep an eye out, but definitely ready to bail immediately.
Either one of you. I mean, is anyone hiding? I guess here.
Yeah, I am totally being stealthy now because of the sign.
What about you, Kovac?
I'm not intentionally being stealthy. No, I'm just kind of playing it casual.
Okay.
That way, if there is any attention, maybe it will be drawn to me.
Okay. All right. So you're just kind of resting up against the building then, or
Yeah.
trying to look as natural as possible?
What's the weather out like now?
Let's see. What we got? Clear skies.
Clear skies. Okay.
So there is a quarter moon up right there, out right now. So
Okay. That works.
all right. So let's go ahead and give me a stealth roll. We're not doing get help.
Hey, we might. Jesus.
All right. So you kind of get casual, and Kovac, and go ahead and give me a perception check as you're just kind of looking there, just see what you notice. Cool. Now you're looking real casual.
He's reading a book. You know what's happening.
All right. So, go ahead and give me some thieving tools.
There we go.
17. Okay. This time you notice that the lock is different. This time around. Takes you a little bit of time as you're kind of fiddling with it, and eventually it does pop. So you can enter into the home.
I will slowly crack the door and just kind of look inside just a little bit.
Okay. So you crack open the door. Area looks just, there's a layer of. Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check as you peek in, see what you see. Okay.
10.
You do not have any kind of dark vision, right?
Nope.
It's fairly dark inside. I mean, the only thing you can see is roughly the immediate opening. And you can make out some vague shapes on the inside, but the inside is pitch black. It looks like the shutters are drawn on the inside as well.
I will I'm gonna look around outside and see if there's anybody out running around beside, and see if I can motion to Kovac.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. All right. I mean, you see Kovac sitting up against. You can kind of see the edge of him. He doesn't appear to be looking in your direction, though. I mean, with your 6, I'm saying that you're basically like looking up and down the road at this point, not really paying that much of attention to anything, or at least noticing what's going on. 6 perception check doesn't get you too much.
I'll
So,
hoot like an owl.
When
Hoo,
I'll
hoo.
say this, like, yeah, because like when you go back to look at him, you see his head kind of turn the other way, like you're just looking at the back of his head.
I'm gonna
So.
throw a ball bearing at him.
All right, just give me a general dex check. Okay, 14. You hear kind of a little bit off to your left there, Kovac, a little tink, 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 tink. So go ahead and just give me a perception check again, just to see. I mean, with your 11 perception, I mean, you kind of know it came from behind you. 18, yeah. You turn around and there's Lilith, like, kind of motioning towards you with the door kind of cracked open.
I'll walk over there.
All right.
Begrudgingly.
I'll sign to him, and thieves can't. I can't see inside. It's dark.
Where's your dagger?
It's in my belt. I'm not pulling it out here.
What do you want me to do?
Peek in the door.
With your
Yeah, I'll
perception
peek.
check, Kovac, you didn't see any guards. As you kind of just glanced around afterwards, you didn't see any guards in the immediate vicinity, coming your direction. So,
All right, I'll go in.
okay.
I just want you to look inside. You don't have to go in.
All right, so go ahead and
Well,
just give me a perception check if you want to take a look, Kovac. 20. Okay. You take a look inside the door, and there are, it's a the downstairs looks for the most part to be almost like a single room. From your quick little glance there, it looks like this was probably like his workshop or like selling floor for the most part, because you do see a couple of finished pieces off to the right. And then as you quickly take a look inside, you see some workbenches off to the left. You're just doing kind of a quick glance, so it's hard to get a lay of everything. But in the back, you do see what looks to be like a table with 2 chairs against the back wall with some, looks to be what you would estimate to be like maybe a kitchen. And then there's a door off to the left. Looks like it goes into something else back there. You think you make out some stairs off to the left.
okay. I'll give him a quick rundown and say maybe check the door or go upstairs.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to be a whole lot else that might be useful.
Then I'll pull out my dagger and I'll go inside, but I'll kind of keep it a little muted till I get inside and close the door.
Okay. All right.
Kovac will go back across the street.
All right.
Hey, if somebody comes, just call me on the sending stone.
Will do.
All right. So you head on
And
inside.
I'm closing the door too. So
right. That's fine. So with the light that you get from this, you see immediately in front of you, there's looks like what to be a couple of small, almost like coffee tables. Off to the right, you see one that looks a little bit nicer that actually has a glass top. There are a couple of chairs by the coffee tables. You see a couple of ladders leaned up against the wall. What looks to be almost some sort of maybe like quilting rack, a quilt rack off to the right. There are a couple of crates that are closed off to the left, and then you also see on the left wall there are a pair of workbenches that have various tools and woodworking implements on them. There is a layer of dust on everything.
Okay. So I will go upstairs first.
Okay. So as you get a little bit further in, your light kind of expands, and you do see what looks to be a kitchen area along the back right. And yeah, there is a set of stairs in the back left, inside of and there's an archway that leads into where the stairs are, and like underneath, like so the stairs go up into the left, and then underneath where the stairs make the turn, looks like there's a door that probably goes down, would be your guess. But you head up the stairs.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you head upstairs, and it opens into a hallway that turns to the right at the end. Are you just exploring the entire area?
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and just give me a quick investigation check then. All right. So 23. You make way upstairs, and there is you make the turn around the corner. The door that's about 10 feet on your right. Take a quick look in there. Does not appear to be anything in there. Room is just covered in cobwebs. Doesn't look like it's been used in a long time. And then the hallway turns to the right again, and you see an immediate door like almost directly in front of you. Like as you're coming across, it's directly to your right. Take a look in there, and all you see is what looks to be like a sofa that doesn't appear to have been used in quite some time either. Could have been potentially like maybe a sitting area or just a place where he just relaxed on his own. And then you go down, there's two more doors. There's one on the right, and then at the end of the hallway, there's another door to your left. The one on the right, you go in there. Looks like this was probably like a washroom or a bathing room. You do see a wooden bathtub along the back wall. On the right side, as soon as you come in that door, there's a little wash basin, as well as like some hay that was put down in like a chamber pot, basically. Luckily, it doesn't appear to be anything in there because you don't smell anything. But and then the final room off to your left appears to be a bedroom, more or less. There's a dresser that's on the wall that's nearest to you, and then the bed's just off to the left, and there is like a foot locker at the end of the bed as well.
I will check the footlocker for traps first.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check. $12. Doesn't appear to be trapped.
Sorry, my laptop's starting to go dead. I gotta plug in.
All right.
Then I will check it slowly to see if it's locked.
Doesn't appear to be now.
I will open it up.
Okay. You open, and it is empty. Whatever may have been or was in here doesn't. The inside is. For all the dust that's around here, the inside of this is actually clear. Take a look at the footlocker. I mean, it looks to be well made. So it's actually, for all intents and purposes, could be sealed almost entirely shut. So.
All right. Well, I will head back downstairs, and as I do, I'm gonna like mess up my tracks in the dust, so that way they can't see my footprints.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a survival check to see how well you do.
Probably not well.
11. Okay. I mean, it's kind of hard to make. I mean, it looks like someone's just kind of moved dust around, but I mean, you don't think you see your footprints all that well, so seems okay.
And I'll head to the other door down that goes down.
Okay. So you open the door.
I'm gonna check, make sure it's not trapped first.
All right, go ahead. $25. Yeah, you're pretty certain this is not trapped.
Then I'll open the door.
Okay. You open, and there are a set of stairs that turn immediately down to a platform and then continue off to the left to the bottom of the cellar floor.
I will head down.
Okay. So, head down there. There appears to be some other pieces of like furniture that were made down here. One that appears to be like a section of bar that kind of U-shapes around. There's a desk against the wall furthest, like directly in front of you, kind of in the middle, and then there are a couple of other tables off to your far left.
I'll check the desk.
Okay. So, go ahead and give me an investigation check. 12. All right. Appears to be a desk that was made. There's aside from the dust that's on there, does not appear to be anything in it.
All right.
But the room down here it's like smaller than the one up top. So it looks like the cellar's not quite as big as the rest of the first floor of the house. Stops about 15 feet shortish or so.
I'm gonna check the walls.
Okay.
See if there's any like hidden doors.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check then.
And can I use my goggles down here?
That's the one to help you with like investigation. Gives you advantage, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's anything. You have to be within like a foot. So basically, you'd be taking a little
On the
bit more
walls, I'd be
time.
right on them anyway because my
Yeah,
arms
you're
are
basically
short.
you'd be taking your time. So, where do you want to search first?
Um, we'll say not by the stairs. The opposite, where the opposite side where the stairs are.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Jesus.
13. All right. So go along the wall. Does not appear to be anything. What is
All
it?
right.
Stone or basically wooden, like a cellar stone wall.
Is that the side? So the stairs come down. That's the side the farthest away. Is that the short way?
Well,
Or is it just all around shorter?
this is actually just like it's like a 25-foot square roughly where
Okay.
you're at. So the stairs come down in the corner, and then on the wall in front of you is where a lot of this furniture appears to be stored.
Okay.
And then you have the wall to the immediate right of you, and then the wall on the left side.
I'll try the wall on the right
Okay.
first.
Mm. 17. Nothing that you notice here.
And then the one on the left.
All right. 20. Okay. You don't notice anything here either. As you're moving stuff around, it looks like you do notice that some of like the furniture appears to have been shifted like away from the wall that was opposite the stairs and then back into place at some point. So
Could I double check that wall?
yeah.
Okay. Much better.
So using the intel that you got from, looks like things have been moved from that spot and then moved back. You do find a lever, which when you pull, opens up a section of wall that was directly to the left of the desk, kind of in between what appears to be a wooden table, like a wooden dining table, and then the desk that was right there. And it just
All right.
cracks
I'm gonna
open
push
a
it
little
open
bit.
and check it out.
Okay. Come in here, and there are. Go ahead and give me a perception check. 11. Okay. There's a triangular wooden table directly to your left, and then there appears to be what was more than likely like a work table, but it has nothing on it, like no implements of like a woodworker. Directly almost in front of you, a little bit to the right, but it's on the far wall. And to your right, as you enter, there is what looks to be a almost like a stone altar or a table, at least, you think?
Okay. So I'm gonna back out
Okay.
and kind of smear my footprints,
Okay.
and I'm gonna leave it open.
All right.
And I'm gonna keep watching that as I go back to the stairs.
Like the door. Where it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
the secret door.
Okay.
And then I'm leaving because I'm done now.
Okay. Kovac, go ahead and give me a perception check here. 15. All right. So Lilith's been gone a while. Like in the time frame that she's in there, it looks like she's been gone for probably about a half hour. In that time frame, you've noticed that there's been 2 guard patrols that have passed by. One that was the first one you noticed was about 5 minutes or so after she went in. The next one probably 10 to 15 minutes after that, or 15 to 20. So they appear to be on, you're guessing about a 15 to 20 minute rotation coming by here.
Okay.
So last one went by, or so go ahead, Lilith, whatever you're doing.
I'm gonna look out the door and make sure there's nobody out there besides Kovac.
Okay.
And
Go
then
ahead and make a perception check. You don't see anything, just Kovac.
I'm closing the door behind me and like speed walking over to him.
Okay. I mean, you'll hear Kovac.
There's a secret like sacrifice room downstairs.
Whoa, easy. let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Talk about it when we get back.
Let's go.
The last guards went by about probably in between 5 or 10 minutes after she just came
Okay.
out. So
You got some time. Keep your voice down.
Yeah, let's go.
We'll head back.
all right.
So when I look around, make sure nobody's around, I'll like start telling him all that I saw down there. Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's why
Did
I left out.
Did it look like that place has been searched already?
Yeah, I think so. They just didn't find the secret room that I found. Because there was a chest upstairs that didn't have anything in it.
There's a chest that didn't have anything in it, and that makes you think that nobody's been there?
Yeah, because it was. Or no. I think they've been in there. I think
Oh,
they've been in there and
okay.
searched the place and basically took everything and.
Well, I suppose we can discuss with the others, see if they want to pursue that or not, or just let it be.
Yeah, I didn't see anything in there worth making a venture back in there for, but I left it
No
open.
loot, you mean?
Correct.
Okay.
Or any clues that I could really tie to. I mean, besides it being a little like altar downstairs. I didn't find any clues of where she is.
I'm just glad we did not get caught.
Me too. That would have sucked. I could use a drink.
Seems fitting.
Let's do we want to stop?
Where do we want to stop?
Yeah.
Are
Do
we
we
out of stock back at the inn?
I haven't seen any alcohol back at the inn for a while. I don't know what happened to all of it.
Hmm.
Make an intelligence roll, Kovac. You spend a lot of time in the area.
Yeah, I say I might have. Okay.
You can do it with advantage because that's like your second home, kind of with the books and whatnot.
Oof.
11. Well, DC's not
Great.
very high for you, but
Yeah.
no, that's still. I mean, from what you could recall, there was still alcohol there from either when Shelby came by or,
Oh yes.
I mean, Kelnoran did bring stuff back one time and did not drink it.
I
So-
thought Rith took like everything to his room though. That's it's.
Not the last time.
Oh, okay.
He took some to his room, but he brought it back out afterwards.
Okay.
Because Kelnoran didn't drink it.
Yeah.
So. But yeah,
Well,
so that you remember.
I think we'd be safe to head back to the inn. That way we can discuss our findings.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
I'm not sure how much more I want to be seeing around the city tonight.
Probably not. I did. It was pretty dusty in there, but I think I covered my footprints up pretty well.
Good.
All right. So you guys make
Okay.
your way back to the inn?
Yep.
All right. So. Anybody else still up? Probably around 10-ish or so.
I'm probably at the pit. I know I may have been home now, but I wasn't
Were you
fighting.
You were
I was
fighting?
just- I wasn't. I was just
Oh,
there
you were
to.
just there.
I told Tomtac that I'd come back at some point and talk to him.
Okay. All right. So,
So I was
before
just
we
chill-
get to them, we'll
Yeah.
do your thing with TomTech then. So, are you just talking to him about anything or just catching up?
Just catching up.
Okay.
So just general chat, really how things have gone, how his fights have been.
Okay.
Nothing specific because we haven't laid any specifics on the ground yet with anyone.
Sure. All right. So, I mean, he'll sit there and chat with you for a bit. I mean, it depends on how long you want to hang out at the pit. He's not
Probably
fighting
about an hour
tonight.
after the fights end.
Okay. Because he said he's not fighting tonight. He's just there to
Yeah.
take in some stuff, but he will. He heads out earlier than usual, just because he's like, he's got a more difficult job to do tomorrow. But so he's got to go
Oh,
home.
I'll inquire as to what.
So he'll tell you he works at one of the trading custers in their warehouses, so he moves a lot of freight and stuff.
Huh.
So kind of his way of exercising, but they have a pretty decent sized shipment going out the next day, so he's probably has a long day ahead of him.
Gotcha. I will put out there if he ever wants to spar, learn more fighting techniques or whatever, that I'd be happy to spar with him, and I'll let him know where I'm staying.
Okay. So if you're mentioning your outside city, you're like, sounds like a good place to practice. Yeah, that would be good. So he's never really sparred with anybody in particular, and more along lines just, he fought some as a kid on the streets and as a teenager, but he started doing this because it was a little bit of extra gold that he could make, but he'd be happy to spar and learn a little bit more. He's not really
Do we have
familiar
practice
with-
weapons? I don't know that we have practice weapons yet.
think you guys have bought a whole. I mean, I think Kovac and Rowan have some stuff that they practice with, and then Lilith got some practice arrows
Okay.
for Kalnorn to use. But not necessarily anything like practice that you would find use for.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Kovac, if you guys were padding your weapons or if you were actually using wooden ones, but no, I think you were using your regular weapons, just hitting with.
Yeah,
the
we're
falling
using our.
blade.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, whenever you've watched them practice, they're using their standard weapons. The only practice items you have are the dull arrows.
Okay. I'll go out in the morning then.
Okay. So, but yeah, if you're willing to teach me, he's saying I've never really learned how to fight properly. Just do whatever comes natural.
Ever use weapons?
It's like went hunting a few times with the spear. Tried using a bow. It's harder to use. It's like I prefer to use my arm than pull back on the bowstring. So only a few times. Did okay, but no other weapons.
Does he look like he'd be dexterous?
You've watched him fight a few times. I mean, he moves pretty well. He would be. His fighting style resembles more of like what you would anticipate from like a dwarf. He's just taller, longer, but he's definitely more of a straightforward type person.
Okay.
Not really much for juking too much or trying to dodge out of the way as well. Like he can do it occasionally, but I mean you've fought him yourself, and
Yeah.
you move quicker than he does. But I mean he's strong.
Yeah. Okay. Nah, I mean, I'll just keep talking, and then when
Okay.
he decides to leave, I'll probably hang out for like 10 minutes and then leave.
Okay, so he's probably there for about a half hour after you get there before he heads out. So you would come back a little bit before Kovac and Lilith.
Okay. I have a midnight or 10 p.m. snack.
All right,
Cheese
they're still jerky, so
and some jerky.
all right. So Lilith and Kovac, when you guys come in, Rith is at the table with a hunk of cheese and some jerky. And anything to drink if he wants that, but I don't know if he was doing anything else to drink, but
So it's
I
only
mean,
10-ish.
Yeah.
You would hear me or Kirk clacking around in his room, messing with his potions.
oh, okay.
Dulles is going straight for the alcohol.
So 3 of you are in the kitchen with, you can hear Kerr in his, is the door just kind of cracked open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dulles will take a big swig for her. And just start exploding the information out. So it's like verbal vomiting, all the stuff she saw.
What do you want to share with everybody? Because I know, Rith, you weren't really paying attention while she was in there. So whatever you want to convey to Rith, go for it.
So, yeah, there was a secret door in the basement, and there's an altar down there. I imagine it was probably from Rebecca. Um, there's the rest of the house was clean. Basically, it had been already searched and the stuff taken. But yeah, there's an altar down in the basement in a secret room. But I didn't have any clues on where. I didn't see any clues on where Rebecca might be.
How do you know Rebecca is bad?
She's the one that was controlling the guy.
She was?
Believe so. The one who kidnapped the girls. He's the one that tricked Shelby.
I don't recall that was. Can I do an intelligence check as to remember what?
Yep, good. Eight. Kind of fuzzy. I mean, you remember from the instances, the one thing that stands out to you is that the guy's the one that like broke into your head and took you over, and encouraged you to attack your now friends. Kovac, you can make either a history or intelligence check at advantage
Okay.
if you'd like. 14. Okay. You will remember from the journal that you picked up and read that the guy, or Palin, as he came to be known, was approached by some entity that was like a demon lord that you figured out, Gratz, and that Rebecca was more sent there to instruct or guide him. But the guy, when he was doing what he was doing of his own volition. She was just there to kind of instruct him on the ways to seduce, so to speak, to help him. But he's the one who, it was his own volition what he was doing.
So I'll indicate that to me. Remember, guy took my control over me. Rebecca was in other room, and after fight, sat there. She also did not attack when I escorted home alone.
You're right, because I was taken over too.
What is your meaning, Rith?
Wondering why we feel Rebecca is enemy.
Well, she's not friendly.
She was
Mm,
with the guy.
with him on her own free will.
Yes. Again, meaning? How does that justify Rebecca's actions?
What if Rebecca was not what word? What if Rebecca was not allowed to not damn common?
Take your time.
What if Rebecca enslaved to be there?
What if,
Who would she be
well,
enslaved by?
first of all, where is this information coming from? Secondly, is she being forced? Or
So,
does she have a choice?
so I have spoken with Rebecca on 2 other times.
Okay.
Never been hurt by her. First time was in the library when researching. The hell is his name? I find my notes. Scarclack or whatever his name was.
Oh, ski rod?
Ski Rod. Yeah.
Talking about the flame?
Yeah.
So because she has not hurt you on your 2 encounters, she is friendly?
Not enemy. Why? Why consider her enemy?
Hmm.
I haven't considered her anything. I am trying to find out why you were justifying her actions.
Oh, not justifying actions, just not viewing as hostile.
Okay.
Second time talk with her, she indicated something about enslaved and needing freedom or looking for way of freedom.
She wants our help?
She asked my help potentially.
Where
Okay.
were you the second time? The first time was in the library. Where was the second time?
At party.
She was at the party?
Yes.
So she wants our help.
His help.
Did she say what she wanted you to do?
No. Indicated that she was trying to gain freedom from some lord. Don't know, remember name. Some demon lord. And was seeking to remove curse or desires she has.
What is her nature? How was she enslaved? What was she before she was enslaved?
Not sure. Did not get that far in discussion. She said she is what is demon word? Succubus.
Oh, a friendly succubus. Okay.
Rith doesn't know
You don't know what?
what succubus.
Maybe you should go back to the library.
What you talking about?
Rebecca.
Oh,
Rith's new friend.
Riz talked to her twice since we killed the guy in the basement that killed the girls. Oh, by the way, I found an altar in the in a hidden room in the house.
okay. Um, there's a lot to unpack. Um,
Yeah, you're telling me.
Yeah.
let's start with this small thing. Just an altar?
It was kind of dark because all I had was my dagger, and I saw a dagger at the altar, and some kind of triangle table. Um, in the basement in a hidden room, and so I left. I didn't want to be down there by myself.
Okay. Um, I'm not going to say it's impossible for succubi or the male incubi can't um uh become uh nicer, but like we're their food. It's kind of hard not to eat. You can trust me on that one.
It is their nature.
Could you give him one of the berries?
They're not hungry. They're hungry for souls.
Yeah.
Wait.
We're I can't think of a single example of one actually becoming nice. But they are slaves. All to some even bigger and meaner true evil above them. There's also the good chance she's grooming you.
Grooming.
Well, it's either to use your soul as payment for something, or to make your soul just a little more tasty, or to see how far she can push you before you absolutely snap. For your sake, I will entertain the idea of her becoming nice.
Via freedom?
Sure. I'm not sure how to achieve that at all. I guess
Fighting a
kill-
demon lord does not sound appealing at the moment.
No.
it wouldn't be smart.
And I don't know enough to know whether or not freedom might be more dangerous than slavery with these kind. But Rith, this appears to be a you problem, so
Yes, not concerned. Just was wondering where we thought Rebecca was bad.
by her nature, as discussed.
He shrugs.
If you want, I'm willing to talk to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
If willing. Not ask for more.
I will. I don't know. They're really good at lying. I will try to see through her
Yes,
tall tale.
averting charm has not been our greatest attribute up to now.
Is there magic way to tell if someone lies?
Uh, yes,
Not,
I can't.
not my area.
I don't have the capability at all. You would need a holy person.
From a pragmatic standpoint, I would find out exactly what you stand to gain by helping her. Because if you're doing this out of the goodness of your heart, I think you are sorely misguided.
Nothing offered. Merely listened. No promises made.
I'm open to hearing what she says.
Be very careful. And tomorrow I'm prepping charm person. Well, I'm gonna go have nightmares now.
You and me
You
both.
guys sleep well.
It's been an interesting evening. Kovac will withdraw to his room.
All right.
Oath will also go to her room and take the bottle with her.
I'll watch her walk away slowly, sadly.
Well, Rowan slept through everything.
Yeah. Throwing his wrist this time.
All right. So next day,
So I'll get up
you guys come
early
to.
ish, and
Okay.
I'm gonna head out to get some practice, set of different practice weapons.
Okay. Just looking for some like wooden versions or whatever.
Yeah,
practice
sword,
weapons you can get.
sword, short sword, spear. You know, things that we could use with both Tomtac and Shelby.
Okay. All right. So if you're looking for wooden weapons, or at least like practice ones, I mean, you can hit up. Say if you hit any of the weapon stores that you know of, they'll direct you towards. They'll actually direct you towards the palace, to talk to the quartermaster that's there, since they typically use a lot of practice weapons when training soldiers. So if you're just looking for some practice ones, they can either give you like a sword, a short sword. They do have spears. They'll also have like a warhammer type variant a little bit, or mace.
Okay.
And then some like wooden shields that are just, they're not really meant for combat themselves, but
Yeah, I'll just
to
take
get used
one
to
of whatever
using.
they're willing to part with.
Okay,
that-
so if you're just looking for like a shield, they'll give you a shield, a mace, a long sword, a short sword, and then they have a couple of two-handed variants. So if you're looking, they've either got like basically like a great axe looking weapon, one that kind of looks like your maul, not like your maul, but a maul.
Yeah.
And then like a great sword.
I'll take one of each of those then too.
Okay, so 6 weapons and a shield.
3.
Long sword, mace, short sword, and then the 3 great weapons.
Yeah. So just a
Oh,
variety.
and a spear. Sorry, you said
And the
spear,
spear.
right?
Yeah.
So 7 weapons plus a shield. Say that'll be about 15 gold in total.
Okay.
So.
I'll hand it over.
All right. Give you things and you just walk out with a bunch of stuff in your arms, basically. Yep. Or your
I'll
bag full.
put it in the back.
Would look rather amusing to see Rith walking down the street just holding a bunch of weapons in his arm. Wooden weapons. All right. Anything else for Rith today?
No, nothing. Well, yeah, I'll probably. No, not for today. I'll call that a day for that one.
Okay.
I'll just put the weapons out at the house when I get back.
All right. Rowan and Kelnoran.
We going to town.
All right.
Oh. I can cast it when he gets back, but I was going to cast Charm Person as he left.
On Rith?
On Rith, yeah.
Just to keep testing him, make sure he's good.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Say, he's actually done rather well the last couple times you guys have surprised him with it.
Yeah. It's really unfortunate that doesn't really build resistance.
Yeah. It's still fun.
Yeah, the only thing I need to pick up during our walk into town is a rose stem.
Okay. I mean, most of the roses at this point of the year have kind of wilted, so it's you walk by some of the more wealthier homes on your way in, so you can find a stem pretty easily.
Yep, I'll just break one off, put
All
it
right.
in my pouch.
Okay. Rowan, you wanted to head to the library, you said?
To the library.
All right, to the library. So you'll get there. They'll ask you if you want any assistance with research again.
Probably.
Okay. There are a couple of people, depending on, again, how long you might need someone for, if you just need them to point you in a general direction, or if you actually need some help with the assistance or with the research.
What are we researching?
So, trying to learn about like a magical process of putting some sort of crystal like inside your body. I don't even know what you would call it. I don't know necessarily where you would find it. It was more than likely performed by undead, if that helps any.
Okay. I don't know where we should start.
Yeah, I was also saying this to the person at the desk so they could point us
Okay.
towards someone.
Okay. So,
I mean, I don't know, I don't know where to start.
all right.
So this is to fight
ahead.
it. You might want to reiterate that it's to fight it, right?
I mean, I want to learn about it to know like what it is, what's going on. Yeah, is there some way to stop it? Is there some way to counteract it?
You left off some context, and you might have made the poor librarian think you were going to do bad things.
But I'm not undead. I said it was probably
I mean,
performed
that's,
by undead. I think I'm alive still.
I'll poke him.
Ow.
That would be good to lead with. We have a couple of people that are a little bit more versed in the arcane. One of the many wizards in the city might be an option, or the war wizards at the palace potentially might be an option if you're looking for information on that, or if you know of any undead in the area that need to be taken care of. But if the Kareem is I say Kareem and Hans would probably be the two that would be the best to talk with. They might be able to help you.
Maybe I just ask both, and then if one knows. Is that an
can
option?
certainly have them come up and see which one would feel more comfortable.
That way I don't
with
have
the
to just
topic.
take my chances and be like, that guy.
Of course. One moment, and she will
She's going to get Hans and Franz.
Yep.
I was just thinking that.
They'll pump you up. So, all right. So the two gentlemen come up to the front. Okay, I understand you have a question for us as far as for some research. She wasn't sure how to particularly phrase what you were looking for.
I mean, I'm not even 100% how to phrase it, but I need to learn about some sort of magical process where you can like put crystals like inside your body. Maybe even more specifically arms. Might have been performed by undead, if that's any help.
Said performed by undead.
It probably was, yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're the only ones that can do it, but
You see Hans kind of like give a I have no idea look as he kind of like looks towards Kareem, and it's like well
like I don't want to perform it. I need to know what it does.
she was able to convey that you weren't looking to perform any type of magic yourself.
Yep.
He'll look at Hans. I think I can direct them. Like, good. I have no idea. Sounds like a really bad idea though. Putting stuff in body, but have fun. And he will turn and leave.
Bye, Hans.
And he will continue back into the library. Cream will be like, very well. I can certainly help you with a little bit of research. I will be honest with you. I'm not familiar with the process myself. I have read a little bit on it that say, well, crystals can be used to amplify or as a focus by those with arcane talent to direct their magics. Most wizards or mages need some sort of focus material to perform the arcane arts, but putting it inside. First off, I guess, were these crystals going in the person performing the magic's body, or are they putting them in
They
someone else?
Put them in someone else.
Okay. Well,
probably not even willingly.
That would make sense. Well, I'll tell you what I know. We generally don't keep tomes or reference material like that available for public use necessarily because of the nature of them. So
Smart.
fortunately, I'm unable to show you any of it, but I can give you some direction potentially to go. And there are two individuals that I know that might be more familiar with this. There's a Anverth. He owns a little bookstore. Curry will recognize the name. It's the gnome you've dealt with.
Oh.
He'll say there's also another individual named Blaine. He could be a little bit of a sore spot to deal with. Bit on the arrogant side, but he does know his stuff. Curry recognized the name as well. So, say Personally, if you could be on his good side, I would say Blaine would be the one I would go to. Just because I know he still practices. Anverth, I don't know if he practices the arcane arts anymore, but he might have something he can help you with.
He's got good connections.
He's more pleasant to deal with.
That too.
And still incredibly sharp mind. So, but if you're investigating something where they're putting crystals into people's bodies, definitely I would talk to one of those too. But I would say they're probably being used maybe as a focus of some sort. More than likely as part of a ritual, but what the purpose would be or how to stop it, I'm afraid any materials that we have on that would be prohibited.
They're in the adult section, huh?
Some could say that. I mean, we do have an adult section, but I mean, it covers very different stuff, very different. But that one's actually open to the public.
Oh,
Well, most
He's
of the public.
minor.
Yeah, most of the public.
I don't know
But
if I can go to that
yes,
section yet.
but I would probably talk with them, or the war wizards at the palace would be an option as well. I would be sure to emphasize that you're not looking to do anything yourself if you go there to talk to them about it. Be very clear in that manner. But I would say Anverth or Blaine would be your best options.
Okay. I appreciate the help.
Of course. And since wasn't able to help you, just consider that free of charge.
Nice. You're awesome, Green.
Well, if you're looking to help people or stop something like that, then I wish you luck. If not, then good luck.
All right. Good luck either way. Got it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head out, I guess.
All right. Goodbye.
See ya.
So, Antwerp, he's might have a book for me. Supposed to give him like a week. It's definitely been that long, maybe longer.
Should we go there first then?
No, just real well have to stop there.
Oh, okay. So should we go to the other one first then?
Yep. He's right about the guy though.
So we're going to David Blaine about magic?
I don't know if that's his first name.
Oh, okay.
He is an asshole though.
I mean, it's nothing we haven't dealt with before, right?
True. It's very large and puckering for one though, so on your guard.
On guard.
Sound as smart as possible.
Fuck. you're with me.
So you're heading over towards
Blaine.
Blaine.
the bound tome.
I shall
All right.
lead the way.
Very well. All right, so you make your way to the bound tome, head on in. There is the pompous jerk behind the counter there, Kelnorn, as you remember him. Come in, he's, welcome back. It's good to see you again. And so you brought a friend with you, I presume?
Yep. This is Rowan.
Good day, Rowan, and
Hello,
how
Blaine.
might I be of assistance?
I've heard a lot about you.
Well, that does not surprise me, but
All good things. No need to worry.
that is pleasing to hear. How may I help you today?
So I mean, no offense for your business here, but I've actually been sent from the library. I was trying to learn about some stuff, and they actually told me that maybe you would be more informative than they were, or more helpful.
That is flattering to say the least, but they're probably correct. What matter do you need assistance on today?
Okay, so I guess I need to preface this with I'm not trying to perform this.
Okay.
I need to learn about a process in which you would put crystals inside of one's body, possibly performed by undead.
Okay. I guess a clarifying question. The crystals are going into
I believe like their arms, like forearms,
are the
or
person performing, are they placing the crystals in their own arms?
no, to someone else.
To someone else. And you believe undead were performing this?
I have a strong belief that it was undead, yeah.
What is the nature of you coming by this information? Here, give me an insight check too.
An insight check, you say?
Yep.
Long story or short story?
As much information as you can provide.
Okay. So my sister was taken by undead. I went on an adventure and met an undead girl. I was then told that she may be connected to my sister in some way. I went into her mindscape where she informed me what had happened to her. Before, I'm pretty sure, like, her soul got released or something, because she said she lost the light, helped her find the light, and that light actually happened to be my sister.
Okay, so your sister is abducted by undead, and then you find an undead girl in which you talk to. I'm assuming you mean her soul or whatever remains of her after she was deceased.
Correct.
And she tells you that someone placed crystals in her arms, which led to her eventual demise.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
She also said something about mirrors, but I don't remember what she said because I'm dumb.
something about mirrors.
Do. Yep. Oh, the person's hand. I don't know if it was when they used the crystals, when they put the crystals in, but their hand ended up looking like a dried up hand. I even saw it, so I mean, I guess I could describe it, but I don't. I don't.
It's like a desiccated hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sorry for your loss to start with. Normally, for this, I would charge fee because I feel information is potent. However, people who use crystals in such a way are normally performing some sort of ritual. Don't know precisely the nature of it. It's only rumored in some arcane circles, but potentially able to use crystals to either augment their own power or to perform rituals that allow them to tap into others' powers, to perform magical feats they're not able to on their own. A person with a desiccated hand, and so if I'm understanding correctly, you saw this person the way that the girl remembered them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, if it is a desiccated hand that you're referring to, it could be an undead, of course, a lich potentially, or someone in the process of lichdom, which would be very terrifying to go up against. They tend to use some sort of vessel to store their soul, which could be a crystal or of some sorts. They also use souls to keep themselves in existence, we'll say, to sustain themselves. That could have been what the process was, but if you're able to talk to her afterwards, that seems unlikely. So generally consumed, but my guess would be this person was using this girl to fuel some ritual they're performing. Where did you find her?
Yeah, we met her in the Shadowfell.
Okay. And you came back from the Shadowfell.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't mean to sound arrogant in this matter, but how did you get to the Shadowfell? That generally is not a easy task.
There's a big old tear in reality, kind of to the north.
The Scar. Tilverton Scar.
Tilverton.
Yeah, Tilverton Scar.
You went into Tilverton.
And came out.
Okay, that makes more sense. All right. Well, if the person that you're dealing with is either in there or from there or around there, then undead would make sense. They are, or some sort of powerful necromancer would be my guess. Either a proto-lich or a necromancer would be what you're dealing with.
And neither one of those things are good, right?
Necromancy in and of itself, not necessarily bad. Using the life essence of others to perform rituals, bad. Yes. As with all magic, it's not evil. It's simply a tool.
Yep. Any idea on how to disrupt or the process and potentially the enhancement or transfer?
Well, if you're dealing with a standard necromancer, something sharp and pointy through their chest is a good way to start.
Alright.
Otherwise,
Yeah, we got that part down. We're pretty good at that one.
if you have
Saw
the
that.
ability to protect yourself from evil forces, such as protection from good and evil spell, would be helpful.
Yeah, I can do that.
If you have someone in your midst that is a practitioner of the divine, hallow spell, I believe is what they call it, potentially useful.
Can't do that.
Otherwise, if you know how to dispel magic, that can certainly work depending on your proficiency with the spell.
Can't do that one. So 2 for 3. Doing pretty good
And
so far.
if they're in the midst of casting something, a handy counterspell would never be remiss.
Now I'm 50-50.
Well,
Yeah, I'm like 1 out of 5, and that's pointy thing through the heart.
that is effective.
If they even have a heart anymore.
Well, but yes, I would go with those options.
And if the process is already done, it's just sorry for your luck.
You mean as far as the individual performing the ritual, or
Yeah. Or the person that it's getting performed on.
if well, your encounter with the girl has me puzzled simply because of the fact that generally, if someone is using someone's life's energy or their soul, then it's generally consumed in the process of becoming a lich. But if they're still around, if you know someone with the ability to restore life, that would be my recommendation.
Is
The
it
library you came from might have the ability to perform such a ritual for a cost.
Is it possible their ritual was unsuccessful or experimental?
Always. I mean, it depends on the proficiency of the wizard or the arcane caster. If they're not skilled, then yes, maybe they failed. Or if they simply lack the power or ability to do it themselves, they could indeed fail. Which, if that's the case, something sharp and pointy through the chest might be your easiest or best bet.
All right. That's a lot of stuff to think about.
Such is the nature of the arcane.
True.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
I believe that was it.
Yes.
If that is the case, I bid you a good day and, well, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you ever need adventuring assistance, we're the Outlanders.
I don't think I've heard of your group yet, but
We're new.
what do you specialize in?
So far, rescues.
We've done a couple things that weren't rescues. we've closed some gates.
Oh, yeah, and closing gates to the Pharaoh.
Now he's got more questions.
I would be interested in hearing about that at another time. Intriguing.
Yeah. Well, I'll make it a point to come back.
You do that.
All right.
Well, have a good day.
You've been
You too.
very helpful. Thank you.
It's the least I can do. Well, I guess the least I could do is nothing, but in this instance, it's the least I can do.
Yeah.
We all have our thresholds, and I'll open the door.
And you're crossing mine.
Next.
Gonna walk out. Man, am I glad nobody has said like, oh, go see Connor just outside of town. That would have been bad.
Oh, he's the guy that
Yeah, the wizard.
Yep, it'd be awkward. So the other shop's this way.
Yeah,
Alright.
we can grab your book.
Yeah, I'm thinking that can wait.
Oh.
This was a lot, and Lilith has some lot to tell you, and Rith has some lot to tell you, and I have some lot to tell you.
What the hell? What did I miss? Apparently a lot.
It's like walking uphill both ways extremely fast.
I mean, does Kovac have a lot to tell me? I mean,
I
No?
don't think so.
oh,
I mean, you never know.
well, in that case, right now he might be my favorite.
That's hurtful. That's fair.
Yeah, I just got a lot of information, and now you want me to take a lot more in, and then a lot more, and then a lot more?
Yeah. I did all the other lots yesterday.
Oh. I see. All right. I guess
Yeah.
we should head back.
Let's go do Rith's favorite thing. Talk.
Plan?
Oh, plan.
Cool.
Plan and talk. All right. We'll go ahead and end our session there then.
Woo!
We're right about our 3-hour mark. So, thank you everybody for stopping by. We'll be back in a couple weeks here with the continuation of so much information. So, thank you everybody for stopping by. As always, if you're checking this out on YouTube, do all the stuff there. You know, the buttons, click them, push them, and turn them different colors, and we will see you next time. Until then, everybody, keep those dice warm. Good night.
See ya.
Bye.
Laters.